hab den angemacht jetzt. Scout. Running Backs oder Right Receiver. Ich glaube, ich habe einmal aus Versehen den Right. In den unteren Runden wollte ich anfangen mit dem Scouten der ganzen Receiver und
Sag mir den Stream.
ja, habe ich schon.
Die Frage ist, kommen wir jetzt direkt eine Woche weiter? Ich glaube nicht, ne?
Ich sehe gerade nichts bei Members, ich kann dir nicht sagen, ob er gedrückt hat. Was ist das denn?
Kann er ja nicht, weil ich die Woche vorhin weitergegangen bin.
Ja, aber er hat eine Bye Week, das heißt theoretisch und traden kann man nicht mehr.
Ja, aber trainieren. Ich weiß halt nicht, wie wichtig ihm das ist.
Frag ihn, frag in der Gruppe. Frag einfach, ob wir eine Woche weitergehen können. Wenn er weiß, dass er noch trainieren will oder so, dann wird er sagen, nee, können wir. Ach, ich muss ja gegen Cam Newton. Ja, die Browns haben verloren! Oder die Bye Week. Zumindest sind die Browns.
Gegen die Texans?
Ich glaube, die hatten Bye Week. Das ist so eklig. Wann haben die endlich ihre Bye Week? Ich glaube auch wirklich, dass Dak Prescott nur MVP war oder vorne war, weil weil jetzt ist es ja auch Lamar Jackson gerade. Sind Sie schon drin im Spiel?
Nein, ich schreibe mir gerade.
Dann warte ich noch.
Ich kann schon mal reinstarten. Ich muss jetzt nicht jede Minute sehen.
Warum ist Mahomes aber auf Platz 7? Warte mal, hat
Der voll viele Yards wirft, weil der so oft am Ball ist, keine Ahnung.
Dobbins ist aber jetzt auf Platz 2 bei Offensive Rookie of the Year. Ich krieg den noch auf 1. Ich mach den noch zum Offensive Rookie of the Year. Jetzt muss ich mir mal ganz kurz einmal die Stats hier angucken bei Receiving. Mich interessiert, wie lange ich es schaffe, mit Mark Andrews auf Platz 2 zu werden. Immer noch. Oh, ich habe den Vorsprung wieder vergrößert, ne? Ne, zu Adam Thielen. Jetzt wollte ich mir noch schnell die Weekly Awards anschauen. Wenn du ihm jetzt sagst, willst du trainieren oder so, dann wird er sowieso sagen, wir machen mal das. Ja, Schobert ist wieder da.
Scheinbar sind es übrigens 9 Wochen, bis man den aus der Julius wieder bekommt.
Okay. Ja, guckt dir dieses Spiel an, 63:56 gegen die Colts. Es war halt wirklich wild. Ich habe 41:20 zur Pause geführt. Hab dann irgendwie noch einen Touchdown, glaube ich, gemacht nach der Pause. Hab dann Lamar Jackson rausgenommen. Deswegen hat Griffin gespielt.
Da hast du keinen einzigen Touchdown mehr gemacht, oder was?
Dann habe ich noch einen Return. Ah ja, Jackson und Curtis Jones. Curtis, Chris. Camara war im Team of the Week. Ich habe 2 Rushing Touchdowns mit Jackson gemacht und 5 Pass Touchdowns. 125 Rushing Yards. Diese Colts waren anders. Ich gehe jetzt ins Spiel rein. Ich muss aber direkt gucken, ob die Patriots mit dem richtigen Trikot spielen. Ja.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
Diese Tricks ein bisschen. Heute schwarz und weiß. Ich spiele nicht irgendwie in schwarz-weiß oder schwarz-lila oder was weiß ich was. Sondern in weiß. Ich starte jetzt ins Spiel rein, also kannst du ja machen.
Achso, ja. Wie heißt das Spiel?
Schweifen. Das gleiche wie letztes Mal. Ja, ich hab den ja John. Die haben ja meinen Titel. Mach bitte den Ton aus.
Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
Ach ja, stimmt, Scout.
Sunday Night Football on EA
Ja, aber nein, also man merkt aber, dass er wirklich das machen will, weil sonst... Ne? Hat er nicht so gedacht. Richtig toll und weiß, ganz weiß, hat was.
Aber er meinte, wir können auch ruhig vorangehen.
Ja?
Auf die 100 Punkte kommt es nicht an, du verlierst ja immer die Hälfte.
New England Patriots taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore
Ja, aber das
Ravens.
Training wird ja sowieso an
It is a
automatisch.
chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
MVP-Action
A
sehen
moment
willst,
ago,
ja?
the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Baltimore Ravens.
Starkes Spiel von Ensis.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The reigning league MVP Lamar Jackson trotting onto the field and leading the way now in his third season in the National Football League as this Baltimore offense gets set to go.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game,
Ja,
you know their name
ich
is going
stehe
to be
im Grunde genauso wie in der Season, wo wir abgebrochen haben.
last week. Our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy
Nur halt,
here in this one.
Ich meine Touchdowns zu Interceptions, ne?
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram.
Also
And
1
this will be a
Touchdowns und
gain
3
of 5
Interceptions.
as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's
Deine
first
O-Line
play,
guckt richtig
second
gut.
down.
Meine,
That's a really nice
ja,
tough
irgendwie,
run
ich weiß nicht, was ich von meiner halten soll.
ich habe meine O-Line ja auch verstärkt. Ich habe Skura und Boseman extra abgegeben.
Ja, aber die blocken nicht gut beim Run. Siehst du, die Browns haben gewonnen. Das meine ich.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
Achso, ja. Von meinen O-Line-Typen hat keiner mehr als einen Sack gelaufen. Und ich weiß nicht, ob das an mir liegt, weil ich die noch schnell genug loswerde oder die wirklich unfassbar gut ist. Da bin ich mir halt gerade nicht sicher, aber eigentlich will ich da jetzt nichts verändern, weil es sieht auf dem Papier nicht schlecht aus. Aber es war zum Ende noch knapp, das Spiel gegen die
Nein!
Intercepted, picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Out now come the Patriots as they are led out by their quarterback, a former MVP of the National Football League back in 2015, Cam Newton.
Chad Beebe hat eine Reception gemacht, habe ich gerade gesehen. Mann.
Interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team
Ja, eine Interception
he
irgendwie.
found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
On the left side, a catch by White.
Standen die
Good rally
Patriots
to the
gut?
football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Das war ein starker Run von der KI.
3-yard line.
They fake the give. Newton.
Ja, klar.
And this
Ja,
is
auf
taken
jeden
in
Fall,
at
Alter.
5. And he'll take it into the end end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Oh, Müll.
Jordan Reed. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay.
Weiß aber, nee, es läuft schon. Also das Spiel gestern gegen die Colts hat mich einfach nur getriggert. Ja, das war wirklich schlimm.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Aber wieso hast du so hoch geführt? Hast du die durch Interceptions am Anfang besiegt, oder?
Ja, das 5 Interceptions oder 4 oder so. Also ich hab die halt schon. Und dann hatten die noch irgendwann noch einen Fumble. Also ich hatte die halt schon in der Tasche.
Dann haben die irgendwie gleichzeitig mit dir gespielt. Ich habe mal unten Meldung bekommen, dass irgendwann halt richtig hoch geführt.
Ja. Und irgendwann haben die halt gar nichts mehr machen lassen. Dann haben die mich dauerhaft under pressure gesetzt.
What do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Ich glaube, die haben auch keine Big Hitter, oder? Also so eine Hightower oder so.
Ah, der ist auch out.
Players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Just snuck out there and they just got a nice first down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Die haben genau halt in eine andere Formation. Das haben sie gar keinen Sinn gemacht.
Ja, come on, Interception, die zweite.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Das war auch ein wilder Wurf.
Ja, das ist richtig. Ich weiß nicht, was jetzt los ist.
He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go.
Linebacker können die voll gebullrushen. Eigentlich sind die eher so Finesse-Rusher.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 13.
The shotgun snap for Newton. That's out to his running back, Michel.
Also du stehst gerade 7-1.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space.
Wie standen die anderen?
Linebackers nowadays, they run like
Browns
bats, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong color.
Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about
die AFC ist halt sowieso nicht so stark, also wenn du über die Wildcard
you used to look at the snapshots, now you look
at the
Patriots in der Tasche. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flushed out right.
Er bleibt stehen, Alter. Ich dachte gerade, das wird der nächste Pick, weil er plötzlich stehen bleibt.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Das ist ja echt ein schlechtes Spiel.
Now, here's 1st and 10.
Das war auch gerade Lucky, oder? Wie du irgendwie mit Andrews noch rein.
Again, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Ich spiele das echt schlecht gerade, aber dass Snead den gerade nicht gefangen hat, so das triggert mich wieder.
Das hat kein Top Receiver, ne?
Jackson will throw again. Looking left side.
Dreht sich richtig beschissen.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Ich finde so ein bisschen das Phänomen, was ich auch in der anderen Franchise hatte. Je mehr du gewinnst, desto schwerer wird es, weil deine Spieler sich manchmal richtig affig einstellen.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory
Mein
last
Punter
week
ist so
as he
schlecht,
sends
habe
this
ich das
one away.
Gefühl.
And now Edelman.
Koch ist doch echt nicht so
It'll
schlecht.
be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over.
Das war ja nicht so
So here are
schlecht.
the Patriots
Ja,
to
ich habe
take
halt immer
over.
das
They
Gefühl,
were winners over the
dass
Jets
jeder
a week
Panther
ago,
weiterkommt
and
als
they
Koch.
are in the driver's seat right now as well.
Ja, meiner kommt gar
The
nicht weit.
Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Meiner kann irgendwie so 40 Yards oder
Throw
so.
from the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Wolfe able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect their brother back there, right?
It's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Buying time to his left. He may try
Ich hab das aber erstmal nicht geglaubt, ne? Das presst da irgendwie so
he's going to be
elf.
stopped here a few yards short of the first. He's a tackle he's made at the 33.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your
Block
head.
ihn doch.
Better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here
Ja,
before you
trotzdem
know
hält
it.
sich
If
dafür
it
ganz
ended
gut.
today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out
Doch,
right.
will ich.
He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's
Der
second
ist so schnell,
down.
ne? Wenn ich so
Okay,
viel
he's
mal
not going
sehe.
to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and
Meinst du,
get
so ein
out of
Spielzug
bounds
machst du ja
and
auf der
avoid the
1
big
oder
hit.
was?
And he's going to
Diese
have just a
Play-Action
couple here
Ding.
with a marker
Nein,
on the
das
field
meinte ich
as
schon.
well.
Ich hasse es.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Es gibt fast nichts, was mich mehr triggert als Holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Ja, entweder Tackle Verlust oder Holding.
Jackson now. They go screen. This is Ingram.
Ich weiß nicht, ich fand da
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd
das
down.
Holding war jetzt nicht so schlimm.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen
Ist
pass.
am Ende bei der gleichen
Looked like it was
Stelle
coming
gelandet wie
together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got Snead. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Makes the score Patriots 7. Ravens.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Das Problem ist aber, dass die den Ball wieder bekommen.
But it couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Newton. And he finds. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And it's incomplete.
Und eine Injury Timeout, das ist
their
gut.
punter as he's on here to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Und blockt ihn diesmal sogar. Aber richtig schlecht. Okay.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Ohne Spaß, immer wenn ich das Rot da oben sehe, denke ich Fumble.
Ich denke immer an Injury Time.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And Andrews lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Oh, die haben doch einen Big Hitter. 35.
It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Wer ist das?
Keine Ahnung, der könnte auch hingestellt worden sein.
Ja, das ist ein Free Agent, der hat 90 Hit-Power und 90 Tackle oder sowas. Den habe ich auch auf Free Agent nachgesehen. Aber ich habe ja schon keinen Sitz. Der ist voll die Maschine. Also was Hitten angeht. Ansonsten hat er 73 Euro.
3 Turnover in der ersten Halbzeit gegen mich.
This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Und jetzt auch noch der zuverlässigste Typ auf dem Feld, den Elfern.
For this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football, or else we have no hope.
It's easy for me to let sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would be received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground?
Das wäre krass, wenn er einfach in 2 Spielzügen das runtergespielt hat.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flush to his right.
Läuft eigentlich RG free aus? Ich weiß nicht, was McSorley wahrscheinlich behalten.
Mark Andrews with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it
Ich gucke halt noch nach einem Backup-Quarterback und die im Draft sind nicht so dicht. Der hat ein Talent undrafted. Der wird zum 60er-Rating oder so sein.
Ich konnte immerhin nicht ganz
Tucker able to connect on
realisieren.
the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Diese erste Halbzeit nervt mich trotzdem.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on
Ein
this one as
Interception
their
ist
drive
Rammel,
will
das
start
nervt mich.
at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the
Vor allem, wenn
backfield
ich viel zu
as
schnell
he
übers
gears
Feld
up to
komme.
go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it? Because they wanted to keep it a secret. We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success
Er
at least
rusht
so
auch fast nur
far
noch
here
über
in the
außen.
second quarter.
Wieso?
Das war das mit dem Bullrush richtig gut funktioniert in den meisten Fällen.
Achso, ja, ich glaube Tackles sind generell halt eher gegen agile, ne? Die meisten gehen agile Swing.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Newton. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Newton throwing again.
Wieso Noah denn nicht?
He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So
Ich
even
hätte
though it's
nur den
first
einen
down,
Versuch hätte
here's
ich
the
noch
field
gemacht.
goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout
Ich weiß nicht, ob
as
Eisen
it
in der
comes
zweiten
in the
Halbzeit auch
waning
funktioniert, in der
moments
ersten
of
Halbzeit auch
quarter number
funktioniert.
2.
Jo, aber es ist ziemlich weit weg, Alter.
Matt
Ja,
Gay
die
now
machen den
gets
hier rein.
ready
Ich habe
for
das
the
Gefühl, wenn
field
ich
goal
den eise,
try.
dann machen die ihn
From
rein.
the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
Ich glaube, man kann den noch nicht eisen in der ersten Halbzeit. Ich glaube, so wäre schon Versuch.
Gay's
Sicher?
kick is
Er ist
good.
bald.
And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Oh, das war richtig knapp, ey.
So a big play
Mein
before
Kicker
they
hält es
even
halt von der
have to
Kraft,
get
hab ich nicht
into this
geschafft.
spot and they cash in
Obwohl ich
with
kacke
Aue,
habe.
ey.
Nein, das ist doch so. Du hast es ja
Nein, das ist irgendwie Lava, Alter.
Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
Also auf dem Papier, neben den
We'll begin our tour
Takeaways.
out at Nissan Stadium in
Wieso bist du
Nashville,
das bessere
where it
Team?
was the visiting Colts who were able to pick up the road victory. 31-21,
Colts, Alter,
the
die gehen
final
auf den
score.
Sack.
From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check
Junge,
on the
Mac,
Browns at
99
home at
yards,
First
aus
Energy
18
Stadium.
Defense.
And they were
Stimmt.
winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Nick Chubb,
Texans
what
scheißen
a
auch
game.
richtig rein, ne?
3 touchdown
4-5.
runs in the
Denn hier haben
victory.
die eigentlich noch einen relativ guten.
And one final game to
Wo ist der?
highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one
Nick
this
Chubb, 3
week
Touchdowns. Hast
between
du
the
das gesehen?
Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback.
Also 17-10 ist jetzt nicht die Welt. So schnell wie du übers Feld kommst, da mit 3 Spielzügen einen Touchdown.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Also irgendwie Newton ist richtig krass in Madden 21.
From the gun, here's Newton. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
The 44-yard line.
On second down, it's White.
Ich hab da Ton aus, haben die schon irgendwann James White erwähnt? Also 3 Rushes, 4 Yards, also die kommen echt nur über Passen, ne, und über Ton aus.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. And all the way
Das ist Passen.
Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Habe ich das mit den ersten Interceptions schon gesehen, dass das Spiel nicht wird, ja.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it.
Warte mal, du lässt doch bestimmt Mark Ingram auslaufen.
Maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Ja, weil ich will ja, also so wie es gerade aussieht, natürlich kann sich das noch im nächsten 4. Spiel ändern, aber ich wollte vielleicht Druck abgeben.
Och Mann, und weil mein Fullback vorläuft, läuft er so eine Kurve.
Ich würde dann vielleicht irgendwie als Cooper setzen.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety
Wenn ich den mal durchspiele, bei dir spielen gesehen habe,
really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards.
Ein Laufspiel ist tot.
Unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard
Alter,
on the
wie
first
kann
down
der so
carry,
schnell
so
gehen?
it's 2nd and 9.
This
Das
drive
ist
is
halt
pretty
jedes
clear.
Spiel so.
Almost feels like old school fundamentals.
Deswegen mache ich auch
doesn't
fast
it?
nie
What
Rushing
opposed their
Yards
will
mit meinen
on the
Running
defense
Backs.
was that 5
Vor allem
straight
gegen
rushes.
Washington, wo dann Dobbins auch das nicht richtig
Ich glaube, deine O-Liner sind halt hauptsächlich auf Passen. die du abgegeben hast, war noch dran.
And now he's going to use his legs.
Das waren davor
Lamar
aber fast keine
Jackson, such a
Starter.
threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop.
Ja, wie gesagt, die haben halt beim Bears richtig gut geblockt.
From your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable
Mit 72 XL. Weißt du, das Ding Jonathan. Der hat 99, oder? Ich habe sogar überlegt, ob ich mir nicht vielleicht Jay Alexander hole. Das Problem ist, ich müsste ihn dann ein Jahr später verlängern. Aber will ich auf jeden Fall einen Packers einen guten Cornerback schnell. Aber dafür haben die den First Rounder mehr. Aber die darf dann eh noch im dritten Quarter der sein.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
33-yard line.
He'll buy some time right, and that'll be incomplete.
Späte Flagge.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Wo ist denn das eine Pass-Interference?
So the contact came before the ball got there.
Ich glaube wegen Gilmore, keine Ahnung.
Timing is everything, isn't it?
Ja, ja, schon klar wegen Gilmore, weil... Ja, es gibt ja auch falsche Flaggen.
In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson.
Die Read Options treffen.
War keine Read Option.
7 yards out.
Was war das?
Das war Quarterback Rap oder so.
Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019.
Was auch immer du gerade machst mit deinem Mikrofon oder so,
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Ist jetzt besser?
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics
That's
here.
right.
Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands intended to look for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. And that is incomplete.
Hat doch gar nicht gespielt, ne?
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Den hätte Queen drücken müssen.
Hat sich auf der Bank verletzt.
Ja.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White.
Wo ist der Spieler hingelaufen, den ich gesteuert habe? Ich bin die ganze Zeit nach vorne gelaufen.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They go right back to White here on first down. And a 6-yard gain.
Ich habe das Gefühl, die haben mehr Rush-Yards über Newton als über das.
Taken down at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
One
Ein Touchdown davon entfernt, dieses Spiel wieder
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL.
Man kriegt seit der zweiten Halbzeit auch nicht mehr in den Griff.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They run the draw play. This is White. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
White, the ball carrier.
That's That's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game
Hat ihm übel ins Gesicht geschlagen.
Sein ganzer Arm hat irgendwie vibriert, aber der hätte auch einfach First Down holen können. Das ist richtig dumm gelaufen, das vorher nicht reingegangen. Achso,
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Das Game der Scrambler. Und der eine ist langsam.
Oh. Incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him.
Hast du noch auf den Bein weggeworfen? Hast du R3 gelegt?
Ich hab auf den Running weggeworfen.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it
Alles
here.
klar, Ingram. Block nicht den Spieler, der genau neben dir steht. Könnte ja effektiv sein.
Ja, aber wenn du den dann ausgespielt hättest, da hat er so gedacht, weißt du, dann kannst du lösen.
Ja.
Der denkt nur Touchdowns.
Ja, merke ich schon.
Jackson
passiert gerade die ganze Zeit Hits.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On
1st and 10, it's... And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins...
Jetzt sieht das Running Game wieder gut aus. 4,5 im Durchschnitt.
They went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round.
How
great is it to get a guy with that ability who could run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the ball in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
It doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively.
Also Andrews würde in dem Spiel auf keinen Fall auf 100 Yards kommen.
Er hat den vielen übernommen, ne? Okay, das sollte ja sowieso gegen Titan sein.
Ja, es geht ja auch nicht darum, unbedingt erster oder zweiter Receiver mit einem Titan zu werden. Es war einfach nur mal interessant zu sehen, wie lange ich das schaffe. Ich meine, wir sind zweistellig jetzt. Also das ist schon eine starke Leistung.
Ich habe gesehen, vorher stand der über 100 Yards pro Spiel.
Ja, ich weiß.
Nice run on first down, gets him 6 yards to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys.
Ist schon eine verdammt starke Season.
But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage,
Aber der ist nur Star, ne? Hey, ich check das sowieso nicht, wieso neben dem anderen Typen der Superstar gibt, den Andrew Star.
Die nächste Saison muss er bei uns aber Superstar sein, oder?
Ja, das wird dann wechseln. Der andere wird wahrscheinlich Star, weil ich habe noch nichts von Nick Bell gesehen bei dir. Hast du auch Formation mit 2 Titans?
Ja, ja. Ich habe auch vorhin eine Play-Action gespielt, wo Boyle auf dem Feld war.
Hat er schon 100 Yards? Hat er irgendwas gemacht?
Out of the gun, Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Wow.
A big play there on the catch and
Jo, wenn er quer gelaufen wäre, wäre es ein Touchdown gewesen. Also die Rolle, die hat schon ein bisschen hops genommen, muss ich schon sagen. Ich muss sagen, das von dieser Seite aus echt entspannt. Und wenn ich selber spiele, wäre ich richtig abgefragt. Aber
ja. Vor allem nach dem Spiel von Philip Rivers gestern.
Guck mal, du hast gewonnen, ist doch egal wie.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the
Kein Plan.
from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play.
Wieso wechseln wir auf einen Wide Receiver? Ich hab sowieso nicht, wieso die das nicht mit wollen einfach switchen.
Ja, keine Ahnung, funktioniert doch.
Oh ja. Ich hab Verzögerung.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 7, just under 2 minutes to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Now Jackson. Left side, Andrews with it complete.
Jackson.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Hättest du auf den Wide Receiver laufen sollen.
Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st. Jackson to throw.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief this gone through this game? He picked up that 1st down without it. This game is
Ja, ich glaube, die rechnen mit, die spielen Mann verteidigen. Die meistens Mann ist gut gegen.
Läuft jetzt absolut auf eine Niederlage hinaus, wie gesagt.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Now there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Alles klar.
So they get the late score.
Ey, scheiß Andrews. Hier geht's schon wieder über 100 Yards.
Ich glaube auch, ja. Das waren 63.
That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your time.
Oh! Damit habe ich ehrlich nicht gemacht. Kommt der denn her?
Devontae out.
Warte mal.
Nee, Junge. Ey, das wäre eine Erniedrigung, wenn Adam 4 in Unterschied wäre.
118! Er hat's wieder geschafft! Oh. Noch ist der Extra Point aber nicht drin.
So eine Dan Bailey-Geschichte machst du, glaube ich, nicht. Wo du extra in Shareplay reinkommen bist, damit ich den verfehle.
Ja. Andrews, du fucking Legende, Alter!
Mach jetzt Onside-Kick.
Safe!
Ey, das wäre jetzt legendär, wenn du Onside-Kick machst und Hail Mary.
Mit Rogers vielleicht. Mit Jackson wäre nicht so.
Rogers macht 3 Hail Marys in der
Die kommen halt doch, ich sag dir, die kommen noch im Field Goal.
Ah, die haben 3 Timeouts, ne? Well, es sieht so aus, würden die laufen. Ja, ich glaube nicht, dass den People... Alter, der wird sich übel gepackt.
Wollen die in die Overtime? Wollen die in die Overtime?
Ja, sonst würden die ja nicht laufen.
Ich dachte, jetzt kommen wir so ein komisches Mohamed. Patriots wollen in die Overtime.
White läuft aber auch lost. Zweimal einfach nach links. Ein bisschen Tackle for Lost Statistik pushen.
Lass mich bitte einfach hier Perfekt, ich hab den Ball.
The other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams
hattest du jetzt alle 3 Turnover im ersten Quarter?
Ja. Oder nur in der ersten Halbzeit. Zumindest in der ersten Halbzeit. Ich glaube, der Fumble war 2.
Ich weiß ja nicht, wann der Fumble war. Aber bisher auf jeden Fall krasses Comeback, obwohl, du sagst in 7 Minuten. Dafür ist 3 Turnover. Irgendwie hast du die Rolle drauf verdient.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone,
Dreieck war komplett frei.
field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
At the 31-yard line.
Hier nicht nur Andrews pushen.
Second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Mir ist eigentlich egal.
Also hat er schon wieder 100 Yards geschafft.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Not much room to run. Just gets
Ja, das Problem ist, vielen hatte nur 50 und hat sich dann noch aufgeregt. Frustrated Receiver.
Hatte ich auch schon. Marquise Brown hat sich ja höllisch aufgeregt, dass er keine Bälle bekommt.
Ja, bei ihm zurecht, aber vielen kriegt die Bälle. Hat er ein Spiel 50 und dann regt er sich dir drauf.
Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
Das ist so langsam Quarterback. Ich werde gesagt.
Ich weiß.
Du bist noch nach hinten gelaufen und hast dann noch ein Gain gemacht.
Ich weiß.
Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well.
Das ist einfach mal
Many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
Du hast mir damals in die Gruppe gesehen.
Jackson now on second and 10.
Die Antwort.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on
Ich glaube, dieses
defense?
rote Field Goal
They
eigentlich,
were
ne?
playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Ist das erste Mal Overtime?
Ja. Ne, gegen die Bengals.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Was? 6?
Oh my goodness, was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles.
Die hatten gefühlt 2 Spies aufgestellt. Oder der eine hatte keinen Bock zu rushen. Das war irgendwie richtig komisch. Es war so, als wäre alles frei gewesen. Ich war wahrscheinlich auch...
Oh, 7!
2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ich hab's nur 4 gedrückt.
Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that evaluation. You guys really missed the boat on me.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Weil du wirst bestimmt den 4. ausspielen, nicht das Field Goal nehmen, oder?
Ja, safe.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he is in for the score. It's here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Gus Edwards ist absolut mein Goal-Line-Running Back.
In overtime.
Partner, a great game that we got to see.
Das war ein Krimi, das Spiel.
Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you,
so
trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you
Das
to...
war aber ein Krimi, das Game.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game.
Und Andrews hat's im Grunde gewonnen.
So for the Ravens, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They
Also wirklich, Andrews mit seinem Lauf wie bei der Slant.
They will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans.
Hat mich ja erst in die Overtime geführt und dann die Entscheidung von dem Bill Belichick für Arme hier zu laufen. Ich hoffe mal, dass ihn das jetzt nicht so runtergeschraubt hat in der MVP-Wertung. Ich meine, er hat auch immerhin noch einen Rushing-Touchdown und hat 111 Yards gerusht. Also ich glaube, dass es nicht so viel ausmacht.
Ja, werden wir dann sehen. Je nachdem, wie Prescott auch gespielt hat. Aber ich fand das echt krass, Alter, dass die sowohl einen Running Back als auch einen Quarterback gestellt haben.
Ja.
Cowboy und ich spiele gegen die Cowboys.
Ich auch bald.
Ich muss hoffen, dass ich gut performe.
Ja, Andrews, das ist ein verdientes Upgrade. Aber schön auf Possession. Noch hat er keine Meinung. Der halt nur Star ist, ey. Verlassen?
Ja, ich bin noch drin. Das Ergebnis ist schon drin. Du wirst bestimmt nichts mehr machen, oder?
Was soll ich jetzt noch draus machen? Ich kann nicht.
Kannst du irgendwelche Upgrades die Upgrades halt machen, ne?
5 Wochen fällt Wolf raus, den sehe ich in der Regel, dass ich nicht mehr wieder.
Oh, ich bin nicht mehr komplett live. Ich dachte gerade, du machst noch die Upgrades, ja, okay, kann ich ja weiter.
animal instinct, you fools hurt. Jesus will.
Oh, View Weekly Awards. Lamar Jackson. Hä? Ja, okay. Also wenn ich wieder im Team of the Week stehe, dann wird das wirklich nicht viel ausgemacht haben. Mit 2 Interceptions und 3 Pass.
Ja, guck mal, Mahomes ist drin. Mahomes hat so viele Interceptions.
Was soll ich auch meinen? Ach, Dagger, Alter. Ein Forced Fumble, eine Interception, ein Touchdown. Jawohl, eine Fumble. Was hat er für ein Spiel gemacht, Alter? Jackson back to back.
Oh, ich habe noch 26 Millionen im Cap Room. Ja, dann könnte ich eigentlich Dalvin Cook doch verlängern, wenn er ganz gut steht. Okay.
Und Stanley ist endlich wieder da. Meine O-Line steht wieder.
Also jetzt haben alle 3 Jahre Vertrag meine Running Backs.
Okay.
Außer Cook. Der wird 5 Jahre bekommen, wenn er gut spielt, finde ich.
Ich muss jetzt erstmal was ändern. Also ich muss meine O-Line wieder richtig aufstellen.
Alter, Cowboys 8:1.
So, meine O-Line steht wieder. Endlich! Aber ich freue mich schon, Woche 14. Revenge Time gegen die Cleveland Browns.
Jawohl, das will ich sehen. Ich glaube, diesmal wird das ein ziemlich ausgeglichenes Spiel.
Ich hoffe es, weil die haben mich ja im Hinspiel richtig hops genommen.
Ich kann mir vorstellen, dass die wieder gewinnen, aber diesmal knapper werden.
Ja, das kann ich mir auch vorstellen. Aber erstmal nächste Woche wieder gegen die Pittsburgh Steelers, dann gegen die Dallas Cowboys und dann gegen die Cleveland Browns.
Oh, du musst auch gegen die Cowboys?
Ja. Da meinte Justin schon, das Spiel will er auch sehen. Da gibt es nämlich das Duell der beiden höchstwahrscheinlichen MVP-Kandidaten.
Ja, okay, ich guck Bears, er guckt Cowboys.
Du meinst ja, wenn ich den Stream anmache, weil SharePlay ja eh nicht funktioniert, könnt ihr es beide sehen.
Ja, stimmt auch.
Bei
mir sind so viele Touchdowns.
Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act? I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go.
Machst du dein Spiel jetzt?
I remember sleeping with my
Ich überlege.
Dann würde ich dir nämlich auch nochmal versuchen zuzuschauen.